Okay, so good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Is my voice clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so let us start today. So today we will be studying a topic. Yesterday we discussed what? Yesterday we discussed about forces, right? Yes or no? Yesterday we discussed about forces, couples, everything, right? So now today we are going to discuss in a more elaborate manner regarding the system of forces. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what do you mean by a system of force. Are you hearing me, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
We are
sir.
hearing you.
Sir.
Okay, so today let us understand what is this screen visible now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us discuss about system of forces today. Okay, so first of all, let us know what is a system of forces. So basically what happens when you are applying force in a structure. Okay, तुम लोग कहीं पे फोर्स डाल रहे हो, ठीक है, तो क्या होता है, you are not applying one single force ना. If suppose you are pushing something, you generally push with your two hands ना. Yes or no? Hello, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So you generally push with your two hands. So what happens if you push the thing with your two hands? That means what? You are not applying one single force, right? It is a system of force. That means what? Two forces are acting now. Force from both of your hands. So this is known as a system of force. Okay. That means you can define a system of force like this. When a system has one or more force acting. That means what? If a system has more than one force acting, then it is known as a system of forces. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Say something, okay? Just don't sleep now. Now, look, we have first of all in the force system, if you see the diagram, if you see this diagram, you will find out that it has coplanar number one and number two is what? Non-coplanar. Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, people are not attending or what? So many people have joined, but no one, only few have responded. Why?
Because if we keep in the unmute mode, then we will get some network problems. So one or more response will be sir work, I think.
Oh, सब लोग म्यूट म्यूट में ही रहता है तो नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम आता है.
Unmute में रहने से sir sound get echo.
Oh,
That is
okay.
why
अच्छा अच्छा.
we stay in the
Okay,
mute
okay.
mode. So
No problem. No problem, Temaza.
बहुत
It's
लेगी
okay.
होगा ना.
It's okay. If you don't hear, then just write in the chat box. Okay? I'm just telling now. And if you have any doubt, you can ask everyone. Okay?
Sir.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
sir.
listen now. So
Sir.
there are two.
Sir.
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, এই যে সিস্টেম অফ ফোর্স অ্যাপ্লিকেশন মানে পয়েন্ট অফ অ্যাপ্লিকেশন তো সেম হবে না স্যার?
No, there will be a large number of applications. Suppose in a system of
Okay,
force,
sir.
in force one force is acting. System there are lots of force acting. Got it? So after that, look. Now if you see here force system, so in force system there is number one is what? Coplanar, and number two is what? Non-coplanar. So in coplanar forces, when the line of action of forces they lie on the single plane, then it is known as coplanar. Okay, so this means what? Suppose if you look at this diagram, let me draw one. Suppose this is a square. Now here this is one plane now, so this is a single plane. So in this plane, if the forces are lying on this plane only, then it is known as what? It is known as coplanar force system. Okay, now coming to non-coplanar force system. What does non-coplanar force system means? Now let us look at this. Now suppose this is one plane. You understand what this plane means now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Suppose two different surfaces, let us assume. So this is another plane. Now in these two planes the forces are acting. So if the forces are acting in two different planes, then they are called what? Non-coplanar force system. Okay, so this is the difference between coplanar and non-coplanar force system. Now inside coplanar force system there is parallel, concurrent, non-concurrent and collinear force system. Okay, this is coplanar. So inside these two, these all four are there. Okay, now but inside non-coplanar there is no collinear. Why no collinear? Let me give you an example. Look, this is non-coplanar now. These are in two different planes, right? So if these are in two different planes, what happens? They can't be collinear, na? They can't lie on the same line, na? So if you put this in the same line, they will come out of a different plane. This is a different plane, na? So they can't be collinear. Okay, so here there will be no collinear in non-coplanar. That is why, look, these are all different planes, so the forces cannot be in the same line, na? So that is why it can be collinear. Is it clear, everyone?
Sir,
Yeah,
excuse me, sir.
yeah, say.
I have not seen the slide.
Huh?
I have not seen the slide.
You have not seen what?
The slide,
Your,
the video.
this is not a video, this is a PPT. Others are seeing or not? What about
I have
others?
not
We can see,
Seeing
sir.
it.
seen the
So we can
slide.
see.
Maybe you have some network problem,
Explain.
no? Hello? Hello?
No, sir. I have not seen.
You are
No,
not
sir.
seeing?
Hello, sir.
Everyone, others are looking now. Others are able to see it.
No, sir.
Your friends are
I
able to
have.
see it. They are saying me. We can see, sir. I got some message also from Jumbo. So why don't you just have some network problems, I guess. That is why you are facing problems. Okay. You just click on my chat. Maybe you will be able to see then. Okay, let us continue. So now look, after coplanar and non-coplanar, under coplanar there are parallel, concurrent, non-concurrent and collinear. Okay, so now if you see here, So now look at this diagram now. Look at this diagram. So under coplanar, there is parallel, concurrent, non-concurrent, and collinear. Now, if you see this diagram, are you able to see the diagram, students? This diagram, okay? So now, if you see this diagram, look. First of all, we have what? We have this. This is what? Parallel, right? So this F1, F, F1, F2, and F3 all are what? All are parallel, na? So this is known as parallel forces. Now coming to the collinear. So collinear forces means what? I told you na, they all lie on the same line. Look, if the forces like this, this one is suppose here, this one. Then after that, in the same line only there is another force applying. Now after this, there is another force which is being applied. So this is what? This is lying in the same line, na? So this is known as what? This is known as collinear force. Now parallel means what? Suppose this, you know what is parallel, na? So this is this one, then this one, and this one. So these three are what? They are parallel, right? So definitely this is called parallel. So in this way we define parallel and collinear forces. Now let us come to concurrent force system. So in concurrent force system, let us see the definition first. What is concurrent force system? So if you see here the definition, in concurrent force system, it means what? The forces when extended, they pass through a single point, and the point is called point of concurrency. Now if you look here in this diagram, here it is somewhat like this, no? Here if you look at this diagram, suppose this is xy axis. Now the force will be like this. So the force, look, these forces when they come, they join at a particular point. This is the point, right? At the center. So this point, that means if you see here, so here one central point is there. So this point, if you see here, at this point all the forces come and join. So this is known as concurrent force system. Now in non-concurrent force system, what happens? the in non-concurrent force system, if you pull back this force system, they don't start from a single point. So this is known as non-concurrent force system. Okay. Now in non-concurrent force system, so you got this. So we have what? We have got parallel, concurrent, non-concurrent, and collinear. Now under non-coplanar, that means what? In non-coplanar, the forces does not lie on the same plane. So let us show you by using an example. Suppose this is one plane and this is one plane. These are two different planes, right? But then the forces that are acting, they are parallel. So this is known as parallel for non-coplanar. Okay. So now if you can see here, look, for now concurrent force system, if they doesn't lie on the same plane, that means what? If you see, this is one plane. Okay. Now one force is coming from here. Now here is one another plane. Okay. Similarly, there is one plane here. This means what? They are meeting at one single point now, this point. Now if you pull this one, this force, and this force, all the three forces, if you pull these three forces back, then what happens? If you pull these three forces back, then they meet at this point now. So if they meet at this point, then this is what? This is coming to be concurrent force system, but they are from different planes now. So here, if you see here, under non-coplanar, we discuss concurrent. Now let us go for non-concurrent under non-coplanar. If you see in this diagram, what happens? Here in this diagram, if you see, so this is a different figure totally, right? Now here, if hello,
Hearing.
hello, any problem? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Any
No, sir.
problem? Who is the seer of your class?
Nishita.
Okay, Nishita, let's listen one thing. From next time onwards, please don't ask your friends to join after 15 minutes. Please ask them to join by 15 minutes. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If they have network issues, then it is different. But then everyone should join by 15 minutes because every time it becomes very difficult for me to allow to join. Okay. So better
Okay,
they
sir.
should
Yeah.
join by 15 minutes. If they have network issues, then it is different. but then they should try to join on. Okay, so let us go to
Okay, sir.
non-coplanar non-concurrent force system. So in this force system, what is there? Look, non-coplanar, that means what? This one is one force. If you see the red colors, this one is one force, this one is one force, this one is one force, and this one is one force. Now if you see, these force systems are not acting on the same plane. Now this force and this force is acting on this plane. Okay, now this force P is acting on this plane. If you see this force P, now this force F2 is coming from this plane. So in this way you see, these are not on the same plane. That means what? They are non-coplanar. And then non-concurrent. Non-concurrent, why? Because this is going upwards, right? Now these all are coming like this, like this. So if they are coming like this in this, so eventually what will happen? They won't be joining now. So if they won't join, so they comes up to be what? Non-concurrent. So this is why we say it to be as non-concurrent force systems. Got it? I guess it is clear for everyone. Is it clear, everyone?
No, sir. Once more. Last
No,
one.
which one? Non-concurrent.
Non-concurrent force.
Okay, listen.
Yes, sir. Non-coplanar and non-concurrent.
देखो ये, you are looking at this diagram. You are looking at this diagram.
Yes, sir.
We are looking at this diagram. Wait. So here, look. If non-concurrent, non-coplanar, and non-concurrent. So what happens? Look. First of all, non-coplanar. Non-coplanar means what? They doesn't lie on the same plane. Look, this A, B, C, and D. This one is one plane, right? Yes or no? Now, if you consider this one, this, and this. So this is what? This is another plane, na? Plane number 2. We can think is in that manner, na? Yes or no? Temazat?
Yes, sir.
So if you can see these are the two different planes, then what happens? If these are the two planes, that means this one from this plane, from this one number plane, you see F, this one F2, F3, and F4. These forces are coming out in this direction, right? Yes or no? But then this is one plane. Now it comes out to be one plane. Now if you see this P is coming from this plane, no? Plane number 2. So what does that mean?
Yes,
It
sir.
does not lie on the same plane. That is why non-coplanar. Now this is going up and this is coming out. This one is coming out, right? In this manner, and this one
Okay.
is going up, right? So if there one is going up and one is
Okay.
coming
Okay.
down, so these are what? They doesn't lie on the same line, na? Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
if they doesn't lie on the same line, that means what? They are non-concurrent. That is why non-coplanar, non-concurrent force system. Clear?
Okay. Got it. Got it
Got
clear,
it?
sir.
Yeah, good, very good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we define non-coplanar and non-concurrent force system. Can you see the slide?
No, sir.
Hmm? Can you see anything?
Sir.
No?
Yes, sir. Same thing. Same the last one.
Same thing you are seeing? Wait.
Sir, I can't see anything. Blank.
Okay. Beforehand you can see now. You can zoom to. You can see, sir. You can see nothing now. Wait. Give me a minute. Let me show you one different example. Can you see something now? The slides?
Yes,
Yeah, Jumbo Potom.
Yes, sir, we
Any
can see.
problem? Jumbo
Yes, sir.
Potom, you have raised your hand. Any problem?
No.
Okay, look. No, na? Okay.
Okay.
So now have a look at this. So these are some practical examples of
Forces.
the forces that we discussed right now.
Okay. Time check.
Hello?
Morning.
Yeah, please don't speak in the middle. Students, please mute your mic. Okay. So now let us try to understand using this diagram. Look, first of all, collinear forces. Look at this diagram. This is what collinear. Every one of you have seen this now. That rope pulling game, I guess every one of you have played. Yes or no?
Sir, we did.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah, bolo. So if you see this rope pulling game, what happens? This girl is pulling the rope, this boy is pulling the rope, this is pulling the rope. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that means what? That means this force is being applied on the
Blend.
same line. Are you getting? This force is applied on the same line, na? This one rope only they are pulling in the same line. So this is called collinear force. This is the best example. Oh, sorry. So this is the best example of collinear force. Is it clear? Now let us go to concurrent
Sir.
coplanar. Let us go to this concurrent coplanar force. This kind of truss bridge. Have you seen this? This is what? This is a truss bridge, no? This is the truss bridge. So now in this truss, look, in this type here this is one force, here this is one force, here this is one force, here this is one force. But they are in the same plane and joining and starting from this same point, na? This point. So they are starting from this point only. Look at the arrows. This one, this one, this one, this one,
Yes, sir.
this one, right? So the arrows are coming at the same point, na? So this is a what? This is a single plane. So that is why concurrent coplanar forces. Got it? Now look. Here, if you see this overhanging crane, this is what? This is concurrent and non-coplanar. Why non-coplanar? Look, if you see here, this crane is hanging over this earth, na? Means in the sky. Yes or no? So in the sky, if it is hanging, now the forces are applied from here, right? But then if you see these small wheels of the crane, they are what? The forces is applying on the same line, yes. But these wheels of the crane, this is a very big crane, na? So these wheels of the crane, they are what? They are in different planes. Now this one will be one wheel, the other will be other plane. So one will be in one plane, the other will be other in other plane. And also this arm of this crane, it is in a different plane. So it is concurrent and non-coplanar. Okay, that means they doesn't lie on the same plane, but the forces, look, this, there is one, there is one, there is one rope hanging, so it is on the same line, but it is not on the same plane. Or if I zoom it, if you, are you seeing it now? Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll give you another example here. Look, these forces, in these forces, what happens? This one force is coming here. Wait. Now, if you see here, this force, if you start this, see this rope, so this rope is going in this direction. So this is a different plane here. Now this rope, if you see this rope, but remember, they all are starting from this point only, na, from this joint. So they are going to this plane, right? And look at this force. This is in this direction, the rope, but they are in this plane, na? Yes or no? So these are meeting on the same point. These are meeting on this same point, but they are on this, this, and this. So this means what? This is concurrent and non-coplanar. So these two ways we can explain from this figure. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait, where is the next slide? How does it come? Okay. Okay, now let us go to this part. Let us go to this non-co. Now let us go to this. This is what? Non-concurrent coplanar. Okay. Now look, non-concurrent and coplanar forces. So here, if you see this breeze, this is the bottom of the breeze, right? Yes or no? So in this bottom of the breeze, these are all ropes that are hanging here. And when you study structure later on, you will understand these are the only main members that gives the force. So these are what? They doesn't start from a single point, na? So these are not concurrent. Concurrent means they are not joining, but it is what? It is coplanar because this is only one plane, na? This is only one plane, but this all ropes, this one, every rope or every support system, they are just coming here. This one, this one, this one, everyone here. So they are just coming here and joining here, right? So that means what? Coplanar. Why coplanar? That means same plane. So this is the plane, na? Yes or no? So this is
Yes,
the
sir.
plane, and they are coming like this. This one is coming, then this one is coming. So, but then they are not concurrent. Why not concurrent? Because in the previous figure we saw they were joining at one particular point here, but here they are not joining any. They are not joining at any particular plane. So this is why this is what? They are not joining. So this is why they are non-coplanar. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. They are not joining at particular points, so these are non-concurrent and non-co-planar. So do you have any doubts? I'm asking every one of you. Do you have any doubts for today's class? Yeah.
No, sir.
Sandy, you are not hearing anything? Sandy, but everyone is hearing. I guess everyone is hearing my sound now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sandy is not hearing. Deepu is not hearing. Deepu is hearing. Yeah, everyone is hearing actually. Okay, thank you very much. So basically, what we discussed today, these are the system of forces, right? So you understood how we discussed the system of forces? Is it clear for everyone? Students, is it clear for
Sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's clear.
So if you need the notes, you can refer to the ERP. You can download it from the ERP, right? This PDF material. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
and listen one thing. This is a numerical based subject, na? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is a numerical based subject. So here, what happens is that in this numerical based subject, we will be doing some numericals also eventually. Okay. Can you don't write the attendance now? I'm not asking to give attendance now. Please don't write attendance now. You have to stay till the end. Then only I will write give the attendance. Not now. After I say, yesterday I said there was no PDF on ERP. I guess it should be there because we have uploaded from our side. Maybe there's some issue with the internet. Okay, if you don't get, I'll talk with the people. Wait. Everyone, please check today if there is any recent class notes and all. Okay, students,
Sir.
you have to check it out. Huh? Just check it out if there is class notes or not. If you don't find, tell me in the next class. I'll talk with the people. And since this is a numerical based subject, so since my subject is a numerical based subject, so you people have to do one thing. You just get some copies, okay, rough copies or something like that, so that we can practice numericals once we start doing numericals. Because after 3-4 classes, we will be solving numericals also. I'll be teaching you via this video, so you just try doing it. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes,
If
sir.
you want to show me, you can just show me like this. You can switch on your video, right now you have switched off your videos now, everyone. So you can just switch on your videos and show it to me in that video. Okay, so that's it. So this is how we will. What? Mu? Any problem? Mu Kento?
Sir,
Any problem? What you're saying?
sir, no problem.
Ah, no problem. Na good, very good. Okay, so in this way you can do na numericals and all. You just arrange one copy for yourself. Or network cannot load video. Okay, then I'll show you the numericals. You just do it. It's not compulsory for all to show. If you want, you can show. I'm just telling you that thing only. Okay. If you can, if you want, if you have any
Sir.
doubt, you can just show it to me. No problem with that. Okay. Then we can discuss all the numericals and all also eventually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Okay, sir.
so you can give your attendance in the chat box now.